come to order. And so you want me to do the roll call or can you do the roll call? Yes. Okay. I mean, it's weird for the forum. It's officially an LSC meeting, so we have to go through the procedures before we can start just the everyone giving their speeches. So,
Something as well, sorry. Diana Keisha. Maureen George.
Yep.
Rebecca Davis. Diana Lester on the project.
Yep, it's all, yeah.
Sorry. John Rose. Emily Hayes.
Yes.
And Lofty. Mario Nunez. Patricia O'Keefe.
Yeah.
Alan Fields here. Laura Simon.
Here.
Adina Thompson. Here. Benita Velez.
Here.
And Benjamin Wong. Okay, we have a close.
All right. So technically we have public participation. Start, we have to approve the agenda.
I motion to approve the agenda.
Second. All in favor? Anyone opposed? Anyone abstained? So moved. Not in the minutes. So, and we're going to ask for public participation to be in the real meeting that is immediately following this forum, or this forum, not forum. So what we have to do is pull names out of this box, and that will be the order in which people will give their speech, and also the order that they will be listed on the ballot. We have 12 parents, representatives, and 2 community reps speaking tonight. And we will do the parents first. Oh, okay, I thought I could do it now this year, but I guess I can't. So Lisa, you offered earlier? I wanted to do the name this year since I'm not actually. Yeah. Oh, since I'm reading Maureen. And then, how are you feeling? All right, it's my reading Maureen? Okay. That's it, girl. And Fleischmann will be the first person.
And you ready?
Let's do the order first.
Yeah,
So then people will know.
No problem. You pull the second one out. Is Miss Claudia Muniz here? No?
This is the ballot order too?
This is
Yes.
the order of the speaking rate.
No, the ballot order is the way we're pulling it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Benjamin Wong is number 3. Chris Krauss is number 4. Susanna Golly is number 5. Tammy Carlantonio is number 6. Laura Simons is number 7. James Fair is number 8. Keisha Buford is number 9. Jamie Fleischmann is number 10. Catherine Ashwell Dougherty is number 11. And Richard Stockton is number 12.
Should we pull the community right on to since you're up here that way? I know you'd like your steps in, but. It's gonna be a tight race between these two.
Our two community reps who are running, Maureen George is number 1. Anna Skills is number 2.
No,
That's right. I missed 1 second, but never mind. Go ahead.
Are we being recorded?
Yes, we are. Okay.
Can I have confirmed that the podium is in camera sites? I can only use that and nothing else. I didn't go to the
Mr. Belver, is the podium in camera site?
Podium is in camera, yes.
All right, there you go. And each candidate will have 2 minutes to share.
Yes. That'll be the time.
They will be the time.
So I'm very excited to go first because I actually get a little nervous public speaking. I guess I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Ann Locken. I have been a Lane Tech parent for 8 years. I have 3 kids actually. So my oldest started Lane in LTAC and graduated from Lane in 2020. I'm a senior currently, and I have a 8th grader who will be an incoming Lane freshman class of 2026. I've been on the Lane Tech LSC for the last 6 years, so that's 3 terms. 2 of those years I was secretary. The most recent two years I've been OMA FOIA officer, Open Meetings Act, Freedom of Information Act, which doesn't sound too glamorous, but trust me, there's a lot of work to be done there. So I would say I'm one of the heavy lifters on the current LSC, which I'm proud of. I'm committed to giving my time more than just once a month at meetings. And I've also been involved, I'm very proud I've been involved in hiring the last 2 principals at Lane Tech as well. My work experience, I actually spent 12 years working as an attorney for public school districts. The primary area of my focus, I would say I was about 50% special education, and about the other 50% was I would loosely call civil rights or constitutional law, some in the area of employment discrimination, but most in the school district. I stopped working in a private law firm when my son was born, and for the last 10 years or so, I've been doing private contract work as a hearing officer for student discipline, student residency, that kind of thing. I'm going to end by just saying one of the things that I think maybe makes me somewhat unique is that in addition to having a student in the academic center, one of my lay students also has an IEP. So in addition to being familiar with sort of the accelerated LTAC track, I'm also very familiar with the special education programming here at Lane. So I think that gives me kind of a wide range of experiences as well. And I'm excited to represent the class of 2026.
Still? Okay, shouldn't know if she's not ready. And then that I'm reading for you. Right, do you want me there or here, sir? I'll do it and. So Ben has laryngitis, so thus I'm speaking for him. So his name is Benjamin Wong, and he is running for re-election for the Lane Tech Local School Council as a parent representative. I'm just going to say it in the way he's read it, so that way, or written, so I don't. I've enjoyed serving these past 6 years as I worked on ensuring that school continues to be a school of champions, both academically and athletically. I have 2 children who recently graduated from Lane Tech, 2019 and 2021, and one currently attending Lane, a sophomore. My children have been actively involved in the school and beyond as well. Matthew, class of 2019, is currently a junior at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and is serving as the Interfraternity Council President, overseeing 34 fraternities. Ryan, class of 2021, was the first Lane Tech student to be named to the IHSA All-State Academic Team in almost 30 years and currently plays baseball at Cal Tech. I'm also a proud alumni of Lane Tech, class of 1992, and this is where I met my wife. My time at Lane Tech has provided me with a solid foundation as I earned my law degree and my LLM in taxation from the Chicago College of Law. I have been in private practice for over 21 years and currently serve as Vice President of the Chicago Test Foundation, NFP, where I was a founding member and past president. I've served 10 years on LSCs, having served 4 years as a parent rep at Decatur Classical School prior to my time here at Lane. I've enjoyed my time serving you and would appreciate the opportunity to serve you for 2 more years. Thank you for your support.
Number 4 is Mr. Krauss. Is that Krauss or Cross?
Krauss.
Krauss. Thank you.
If someone want to read mine for me?
Ben volunteered.
Yeah, Ben, you want
He'd probably do a better job than an appalling public speaker. And I'm the first person who's not apparently a current member of the LSC to do my presentation, so that makes me a bit nervous too. My name is Christopher Krauss. I am a father of 2 children who have attended CPS school since kindergarten. My son is an 8th grade LTAC student and will continue at Lane as a freshman next year. Your child. My daughter is in elementary school, and if all goes well, she will also be an LTAC student soon, but maybe not, and might have to try again for 9th grade. Hopefully they'll be in school together. For all these years, they've only been in the same school for 1 year. So it would be amazing to finish up high school together. I am a level 1 CPS volunteer at Lane Tech. I was the LTAC boys, 7th and 8th grade boys soccer coach this fall. I've also been a chaperone for the chess team as well. So that's kind of my current involvement with the school. Professionally, I'm a director in PepsiCo's Financial Shared Services Department. So essentially that in my responsibilities, I'm responsible for managing budgets, and executing projects and managing those projects that save the organization millions of dollars and operating costs every year. In addition to, in addition to managing budgets, I also sit on a lot of committees like this one, where we make decisions about how to spend money and set objectives and execute projects to work towards those objectives. Additionally, I also have a lot of experience writing performance reviews for other managers and other executives in the organization, which I also think is kind of germane to this job as well. I welcome support from everyone who is watching on the video or anyone in the room who is voting, and thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Susanna?
Thank you. I'm Susanna Golly. I have 2 children. My daughter is a freshman here at Lane, and although she's only in her 1st year, I've already had occasion to be very moved and appreciative of this wonderful community. She just participated in the international days, which she was embarrassed, but I was actually in tears a couple of times during that performance. I just thought it was so wonderful. I have a son who's a junior in college, and he also came through CPS. He was at Peyton, and I was on the LSC there for 5 years, I think, 3 as a parent and 2 as a community rep. I served as vice chair a couple of times there, I think, and maybe secretary. It's been a little bit of time. I am a professor at Northwestern, where I've been on the faculty for 25 years. I've been department chair a number of times and worked in other university-wide administrative positions. My primary commitment through all of these years has been to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. I've worked in national organizations, including the Melanese Foundation for Diversifying Higher Education, American women academics, and so on. At Northwestern, I have mentored and hired numerous faculty, designed and implemented curricula.
30 seconds.
Managed budgets, obviously allocated budgets, dispersed monies. And I've also created a number of community-oriented initiatives, working with Youth and Opportunity United in Evanston, bringing poetry to the schools, working with American Explorers to bring poetry and soccer to young people. And I would just love the opportunity to contribute my perspective to this community. Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's good to see everyone. My name is Tammy Carlantonio, and I have two kids. I have a son who is a 2021 graduate, finished up last year and is now at DePaul University. And then my daughter's a junior currently, and she came up also through the LTAC program. So this is my 5th year as a Lane parent, and we're extremely proud to be part of this community. It's a really wonderful place. We've gotten incredible support, and I feel like now that I'm, gonna have a little more time with, one of my kids in college, it's time to give back and really be a little bit more involved in what happens around here. I'm also a former practicing attorney. I started my career as a public relations and marketing professional. Then I went to law school and practiced for a number of years, including at General Block and other top firms. And then 16 years ago, I became a legal recruiter, and now I work for the world's largest legal search firm, moving partners and groups of lawyers from one firm to another. So basically a headhunter, but I really enjoy that, and there is a lot of sort of parallels to being part of an organization like this. I've been involved in a couple of different board type activities for many years. I was on the board of Illinois Legal Aid Online, which is an organization that provides access to justice for the underprivileged. We did budgets, we did pretty much everything, but it was all through technology. So it wasn't someone walking in saying, I need legal help. It was more through technology platforms to get them the support they would need. I was on my company's diversity council. Thank you. For a number of years, I was president of my law school's alumni board, and also on the global advisory board for the Women in Law Empowerment Forum. And so wrapping up, I as an LSC member, I encourage and do my best to facilitate robust, honest, and respectful conversations with the goal of finding constructive solutions for all the the challenges we face as a school community. And would love your support if you're so inclined.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, is that not me?
Hi everyone, my name is Laura Simons, and I have been a parent at Lane for 6 years now. I had a son who went to LTAC and left and is a senior at Payton, and I have a daughter who is at LTAC, or was at LTAC, and is now in high school here. And this will be this year right now, I'm currently serving my 4th year on Lane's LSC. Prior to serving on Lane's LSC, I was at my children's grade school's LSC for 3 years, so 7 years total with LSC experience. When my children first came to Lane, I was the parent liaison for LTAC and the administration. I helped plan the great barbecue that they do in the courtyard and the Lane dance. I see all the LTAC people are like, those are good times. I started off with that, and then I joined the LSC. My daughter's an avid swimmer, and our swim team, 8 out of 10 years, champions, city championship. So I'm very involved in the Boosters Club with that. And this is such a special school. You feel it when you walk in. The energy from the students, from the parents, from the children. And my goal as a representative for the LSC is not to just rubber stamp, but to help the school become better. Everything that I do and everything I work for is to help the school just keep moving further along and truly remaining the school of champions that I know and believe that it is. My experience in the hotel industry of managing hundreds of people from every country you can imagine and working with budgets much larger than Lane's budget. And so I do have the business experience also, in addition to the being boots on the ground inside the building as a level 1 volunteer. I would love your vote yet again. It's a great school.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jim Fair. I live in Lakeview. I'm a parent of Zev Fair, who's a junior here at Lane. I'm excited to be here tonight, and thank you so much for having us. I'm running for LSC out of respect for Lane. I think it's a great institution and it's tremendous potential for our city. It's an important place in the city. I believe we could have a better school, and I would like to work toward that. In my background, where I come from, I'm a registered patent attorney, and I work in trademarks and patents. And I've done so for 30 years in my own practice. My undergraduate work was at Bowdoin College, my master's degree in public policies from Harvard University. I have a master's degree in business administration from Northwestern Kellogg, and a law degree from Northwestern University School of Law. I've served in volunteer capacities, really only at my synagogue previously, where I was vice president of Ways and Means, and I was on the board. My vision for Lane and why I'm here tonight is when I talk to my son Zeb, who's so interested in computer science, I say to him, so what are you going to do with it? Are you going to be the next Oracle? Are you going to be the next whatever? And he says to me, I'm going to go to class. I'm going to do my work. I'm like, well, where are we going? What are we doing here? And I think this is the city's flagship school for technology, and Chicago needs help in developing more companies, more entrepreneurship. And this place can be the center of that. And that's what I like to work for. I see my son's schedule, and I think, well, why aren't you taking some accounting? Why aren't you taking some business planning? Why aren't you taking some economics or capital markets? Why aren't you doing, in their class there that teaches new ventures, development of new ventures? You guys could be doing the same things we do in business school. You could be learning how to be the captains of your own ship and your own destiny. Anyway, so that's what I want to come here and work toward. I want to work toward a better future. Thanks very much. I appreciate it all.
Wow, that was impressive. So first of all, I would like to thank the current LSC. I've been that fly on the wall watching you online for the last year and a half, almost 2 years to the date, a little bit past 2 years during the pandemic. So I do want to thank everyone who's worked thus far. You guys have been working very hard, and I can tell the time that you've been putting into making Lane a better place. So good evening, Lane Tech family and friends and the community members. My name is Keisha. Friends, family call me Keisha Buford, and I desire to serve as a parent representative for the LSC. I am a parent of a current 10th grader who started the Lane Tech Academic Center over 2.5 years ago. I volunteered in various capacities, didn't realize it was called a level 1 volunteer, but I realized that I'm a level 1 volunteer. I've chaperoned as well and attended various other events. My husband coached LTAC basketball when my son was at LTAC. We've enjoyed the concerts, the assemblies, various sporting events, and supported Friends of Lane fundraisers. So although I've never attended an LC meeting in person, I've always observed from afar. I believe the time has come for me to roll up my sleeves and fully immerse myself in the Lane culture by serving on the LSC. By profession, I am Assistant Vice President of a Fortune 500 company, insurance company, who also attended the University of Illinois with a BS in Finance, and DePaul University for my MBA. By passion, I volunteer with several organizations. The ones that I hold dear to my heart, Ladies for Virtue, whose mission is to instill purpose and passion and perseverance in girls 9 to 18 years old. That's my time.
It goes so fast.
It did. So mine is some kind of think us all. So I didn't realize that's when my time started. Okay. Thank you.
Is Jamie here?
I'm gonna read for
Okay.
Jamie. She serves on the LSC at another school, and she's at that meeting tonight. And I'm sorry, don't start me yet, because I have mine and numbers pulled up. I apologize. All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
My name is Jamie Fleischmann, and I'm running for your as a parent representative. I've been a parent at Lane for 5 years. My son graduated last year and now attends the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I also have a daughter who is a current member here and a daughter who wants nothing more to start here in 2 years. I have 8 years experience as an LSC member for Hawthorne, which like Lane Tech is a high-performing CPS school. During my years of service on Hawthorne LSC, I've established a track record for helping Hawthorne maintain its high standards and status as an excellent public school throughout the highs and lows of the CPS budgeting process, multiple principal transitions, and more recently, unprecedented challenges of operating a school and educating our kids during the pandemic. During my time at Lane, I have engaged with the administration and also the Friends of Lane to help make great things happen in our community. This past fall, I was part of the team that helped our students celebrate homecoming in a new and meaningful way. It was the first time that Friends of Lane participated and contributed to homecoming, and I worked with students, teachers, and staff to make that happen for our kids. Before the pandemic, I helped with our fundraisers and even put together an after party, which was super fun and successful and the first of its kind at Lane. I've helped with the ice cream socials we have for our teachers, and I've welcomed our new students to the school on admitted student nights. Presently, I co-chair the donations committee with Tina Lagis and Laura Simons, and that alone can be a full-time job. We've been working together for the past 3 years to bring in donations to raise money that has had a tremendous impact on our community. Now I'm looking forward to taking on the challenge of being a parent rep on our LSC. I'm a team player and have many relevant years of LSC experience, and I have the time and love and the commitment for this school that I know is required for this position. I feel really stupid reading this, but lastly, thank you to this awesome lady, Laura Simons, who has graciously agreed to read my speech. Since I am at Hawthorne giving my speech, you should vote for her too. Thank you for your consideration.
And I'll start by saying I wish there were 12 spots because everybody, wow, so impressed. It's my pleasure and honor to submit my LSC candidate statement to the audience, virtual and in person. I would love and be honored to serve again as a member and parent rep. Personally, biggest joy of my life, proud mom of 4 CPS students, all daughters. We have 2 at Lane, 1 is a junior and 1 is a sophomore. We have 2 at Disney Magnet School, 7th and 6th grade rather. I currently serve on the council here at Lane and also chair the council at Walt Disney Magnet School. Both of these opportunities have given me a wonderful foundation to see the function and importance of the local school council. I have the benefit of seeing varied academic performance programs. I have a child who is in special needs category. I have a child who's in regular programming, and I have children who've benefited from the accelerated program. So I feel like that really has allowed me to have access and information to benefit all students, which I have definitely appreciated from the perspective of a parent. Professionally, I'm a registered nurse with more than 30 years of healthcare experience. I have a master's degree in healthcare administration, a second master's in educational administration with the endorsement for administrative principal through the state of Illinois. I've worked in education most of my nursing career, and I feel like that really has been a nice blend for me, working together with the healthcare field and education. Currently, I'm employed as an instructor to teach people to be CNAs, and I found that also to be very rewarding. I would appreciate your consideration and your vote as one of the members and parent representative. And And I'll say, lucky number 11, let's go.
Last but not least, Richard.
Hi, I'm Richard Stockton. I'm an electrical engineer and a lawyer, like many of the other candidates. I have 3 kids, including a sophomore here, a daughter, Lon. She's a wonderful, wonderful daughter. She's delighted here, and so am I. We love this place. We're local. I served on the Audubon LSC just nearby for a couple of terms. My wife is Ann. She's on Friends of Lane. She's the co-chair of the Green and Gold Gala, so I learned a lot about Lane through her. Why do I want to do this? Well, I miss the LSC from Audubon, but I'm just really impressed with Lane Tech. I'm sure we can't go wrong here. We've got 12 great candidates, but I really want to give back. I'm an engineer. I have a lot of insight into tech and the like. I've loved hanging out with my daughter, looking over her shoulder at her calculus and other things like that I remember. I'll admit I'm a dork. I've got experience with budgets, being on the other LSC, CIWPs, which I think is ongoing or that got stretched, as well as principal review and the other core tasks of the LSC. I'm also an adjunct professor at Northwestern currently. I taught at Georgetown, so I have a little bit of a teacher in me, not much. I certainly can't do what the teachers can do here. And I'm just looking to contribute. I want to make a difference. I want to promote a safe, inclusive, and diverse environment. I'd appreciate your vote. Thank you.
All right. We're moving on to community. And I'm going to speak to Maureen this time. I'm going to try to print it out. My name is Maureen George, and I would like the honor of serving a 3rd term as a community representative for the Lane Tech LSC. I've lived in the community for over 25 years. I'm a strong public school advocate. My children graduated from Lane Tech, Brenna in 2013 and Connor in 2017. My children were involved in soccer, lacrosse, and the beloved international days. When my daughter started at Lane in 2008, the parent organization was the PTSO. I was shocked to see the minimal role the parent organization served for such a large school with so rich in history. Parents became more involved as new administrative leaders saw and appreciated their value. With these changes, the organization quickly grew into the amazing Friends of Lane. I helped pave the way for this transition. I served as vice president for 2 years and president for 4 years. During this time, I developed my great love of Lane and great respect for how complicated it is to run the Lane machine. I want Lane to continue to grow and prosper. I have seen it become a leader in the selective enrollment high schools in Chicago. It is important to respect all aspects of this great community and to remember and respect its rich history and diversity. And Emily is just throwing in that what she said about starting Friends of Lane, she really minimalized. She was very, very interested in what other people have taken over.
Hello, my name is Annapolis Gayle. I am a legal community rep. I have 2 graduates from Lane Tech, and one from 2011 and the other from 2015. I've been part of Lane community for 16 years. I've been with the LSC at Lane since 2016, and I was also an LSC member at the Bay School. I've been a FOIA for Lane and been a secretary since 2020. I volunteered at Friends of Lane And at its inception, I worked with Maureen when it was a PTSO, and then it became Friends of Lane. So I've done a lot with the school, the spirit store, meet and greet. I will be at the meet and greet on Monday. I've been through and worked and been honored to work with 5 principals, Dr. Bosco, Dr. Diggum, Ms. Anderson, Mr. Tennyson, and Ms. Wilson. I've been through a lot of ups and downs with Lane, and highs and lows, and I'm honored to continue the service at LSC. Thank you.
Is Claudia Denise here? Claudia? No? Okay.
Thank you to all of our candidates. I just want to remind people how the elections all work. On report card pickup day, any community member or parent at Lane can come and vote, and the community area is Fullerton to Peterson, and then it's Lake, and I can't remember how far, it's farther west than I ever think it. Sister Road? I don't remember exactly. We'll get back to you on that. And the ballots will be in 147, which is the art room where for the 2501 Art Gallery. And people will be able to vote for 5 total people, being community members and parent members. The LSC has 6 parents and 2 community reps. So community, pretty much, they're good to go. Yeah, good job. So, good job. And it's, it's a report card pickup day, which is April 21st, my birthday. And
6 a.m. The polls open at 6 a.m. and they close by 7 p.m. And it's in person only.
I think that's it.
And everyone who's running, I just want to make sure that you received 3 of these poll watcher forms. You are entitled to have someone come to actually watch at the polls. You know, while the judges are managing the process, if you want to do so, you'll just need to have someone who signs and agrees to what's listed here and follow the directions in the packet that Mrs. Campos from our school sent out to everyone. If I missed you, please let me know. I think I touched base with every candidate in the room to provide you with 3 poll watcher forms.
All right. I motion to adjourn the candidate forum meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. So moved. And then if y'all give us a couple of minutes so we can get everyone up here, and then we'll start the next meeting. Thank you, everybody.
Hi, I don't know if you've met before, but I know your sons. I am friends with the course, and I am the last name.
What is that?